So the student journey in the Diploma of Innovation is a little bit different for every student. So the way we like to think about it is that students have their core discipline and their core kind of expertise that they've developed. Um, During the Diploma of Innovation, you pick up a whole bunch of different methods and skills and techniques and new knowledges that are generally applicable to creative innovators across a wide range of contexts. But what we've built into the program is an opportunity for students to specialize and get like a really deep, practical um, understanding and experience in the area of innovation and kind of industry that they have a personal preference for. And we do this a couple of ways. So one way is that each of the offerings that we have um, is kind of targeting a certain arena of innovation. For example, we have a great subject on navigating entrepreneurial ecosystems where students get to engage with all the different elements involved in the Australian and international um, ecosystem, including all the different players and different people that are kind of key influencers. The people that you need to know um, and know how to work with to get big innovations across the line. So students that do that subject are able to learn and pick up and focus on the area that they care about at the same time. And what this means is that when they graduate, they'll have, a broader network of people they can reach out to. They'll know who they need to talk to. They know where to work, what companies are kind of doing the cool stuff, the interesting things that are happening at the moment. And so, because of this design choice in the Diploma of Innovation, no two student journeys are exactly the same. So, in the first year, students will typically do the subject I just mentioned, which is the navigating entrepreneurial ecosystems. But they'll typically do, perhaps one of the more introductory subjects like innovating in complex systems or fundamentals of innovation. And in those kind of introductory subjects, students are able to engage in a problem space that they and their new friends and their colleagues care about deeply. And they'll be you're encouraged to reach out and network with, um, people that are currently involved and doing innovation in that space. And you come up with innovative ideas and projects that we help you try and implement or get other people to implement depending on what you're kind of working on. So this is like a bit of a deep dive into the area that you kind of care about. And then in the second year, students tend to become a little bit more specialized, and you'll usually have your friendship group that you make while you're doing the Diploma of Innovation, and you'll probably choose subjects or the subjects with them together. And then what you have the opportunity to do is to progress the work that